The Chinese get a special event to mark 1 year on Android. Will we have any new content this month? And free units? Gimme, gimme, gimme! Ooh, hello everybody, welcome to Wednesday's Hump edition of Marvel Contest of Champions news. Lots of newsy Marvel Contest of Champion newsy stuff for today. And if nonsensical ramblings are your bag, then hey, you've come to the right place. And speaking of those that have come to the right place, a massive thank you to those that are YouTube members, those that also are patrons, and finally those that are Twitch subs. And if you do have an Amazon Prime account and want to give a free Twitch sub, it doesn't have to be me, but it massively helps out the channel if you would choose to do so. Then you can see by doing this on the on-screen instructions, and also one of the little things in the description that will help you out. And as well, not to forget those that massively support through watching videos, hitting the like button, who are subscribed with post notifications on all. And by the way, just hit the like button, that'll help out. And yeah, thank you very much for the ongoing support and viewership on this channel. But now it's time to get into the news. First bit of news is your reminder for today about the Ops mission. As you know, this one is going to be Hood. Now, rather than wasting the energy, there is an alternative option for you to actually get this done, as it is a dual target called Hood 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that hopefully will be a better kind of, well, less waste on energy spend. Something I'm going to do in a video by the next kind of couple of weeks, just to find out where we're up to with the types and amounts and volumes of different particular fights that we go up against, and also some other kind of energy saving methods. Our next story is focused on new content, something that a lot of people have questioned as to, are we getting anything more for this month? Red Rifts is still proving enjoyable for a lot of the players, many talking about, say, the energy consumption, but also talking about maybe the fact that because they're working towards the chronometer, that this will be something that further down the line, that basically means that there's no technical side event for many players. And as of today, we've reached 1 week since the Uncollected and also the event quest in general was released. And as well, there's 3 other weeks that are still yet to come in this month. Could we see something towards the second week or the last week of the month? Maybe that could be the case. Although with the build up of things with Marvel Realm of Champions, would that something that would factor into how they're going to cross promote that? Because that may be something, or it may not be something. We just don't know at the moment. But if we do see anything coming anytime soon, of course, keep locked to the channel, post notifications on all, because I'll let you know whenever I know anything about new events and new content coming to the game. May even be Platinum Pool event. Who really knows? Next up, and over to the Chinese forum. Sometimes I like to drop in and see if there's anything there that's kind of information wise that we don't already know in the English version. Do you remember that time obviously they announced that Namor was being nerfed, and then it was a case that, you know, it didn't actually come over to the English side of things, so it kind of messed up people's Decembers and in particular their Christmas, thinking, oh great, that fantastic champion I've got is going to be changed. He only changed the regen, so he's still good. But the fact is, what is here on the Chinese forum to whet my appetite? Red crack. Yes, red crack. It just says red crack. I thought it was funny, but there is something serious to this, because there is a special event that the Chinese are getting in conjunction with a special anniversary. Yes, that's correct. In order to celebrate the May 1st and anniversary activities, Kabam are doing a special event, or have done a special event. Let's kick things off by looking at the May 1st Labor Day special event. Now obviously this is applicable to stuff in China, and I wouldn't expect us in the UK, US, Europe, Asia, India, wherever, right? I wouldn't expect us to get this because obviously it's a specific holiday to China. But it doesn't really look like the deals are much of anything, and I'm sure that 4-star awakening gems for a lot of people aren't really what they're looking at. So I don't know if this is because the game is set more of a slight progression as opposed to where we're up with Act 6 and even like Act 7, that, you know, the Chinese side of things does not get that just yet. There also seems to be a special little calendar for players, but again, it's not what we'd expect in our side of things from a progression standpoint. But obviously do bear in mind, if this game has only been launched for about a year, people that are picking up the game may be not as further along as we are and you personally watching this video right now, especially looking at things like advanced hero shards. So I don't know, I assume that's premium crystal shards, because I don't think it'd be advanced hero shards would mean anything. And as well, at the end of it being a 3-star crystal probably again pinpoints to a very different time in a state of affairs when people's grinds. This kind of would remind me of straight up 2015-2016 MCOC, which obviously is 4 years in the past. The same really can be said for this mission here. So there's a mission that you can get and it has a mission number to it, similar to like a quest. So this is basically a quest. But on this is nothing really substantial, again, from our side of things looking at this. But it's still interesting to see where, say, the Chinese game side of things is up to in comparison to where we are currently. With tier 4 basics and also things like tier 1 alpha still being something of a prominent reward for this. So yeah, this is something that is completely different. It's interesting to see this and hopefully gives you a bit of an idea of what's going on with the China game side of things. Now it would be interesting to find out from those that actually play the game and are Chinese or in China as to the extent of where they're up to in game and where's the cutoff point for this. Like, is it saying like, okay, well the furthest we can go is Act 5, or that's it, or Act 4 is the kind of the biggest thing that you can face off against. Either way, it's really interesting to find out what is kind of going, as I said, for the Chinese players and also the Chinese game at large. What are your thoughts on this as well? Put it in the comment section down below. Do you find it weird that they're so behind when it comes to rewards meta? But is this something that they have to stipulate themselves, they have to stick to? Thoughts in the comment section about this. Next up, and free units? Man, surely not. This is something that we have talked about in the past, but it's always important to reiterate these things because these Android points do mean prizes though. Thanks to Ryan Bradley for pointing this out on the Twitters, basically saying that there is the Google Play exclusive. Now, I wasn't quite sure about this because in the past I have seen something like this. I did try logging in on my Android device and couldn't find anything. However, though, it was a good reminder about the points. Basically, if you are a spender in Marvel Contest of Champions and run an Android device, then you can get some bonus extras when it comes to playing the game. As Frojo's video points out, a link to this is in the description down below. So these Google points mean Google prizes and obviously work in conjunction with different games, with Marvel Contest of Champions being one of the favorite games for many players. So yes, maybe it's not completely free units, but something to bear in mind is if you do have an interest in the game and say that somebody wants to, you have a birthday coming up, Christmas and things like that, or a holiday, and just ask for something like a Google Play card, and then you're able to then buy the units with the Google Play card, redeem extra points with it. So therefore you haven't really lost out anything. Yes, having something nice on your birthday rather than spending it on a game, but the fact is it could be something for the first time that you actually decide to invest in something in the game, that you've got the little bit of added extra of 275 units, which is going to be like a couple revives, few revives for some content you're doing, maybe some lovely masteries that you want to set up. So you've got some options there. Our next story brings us in game for the following, and it seems to be a bit of good news that has seen the Cavalier Daily specials being a permanent fixture. Now, a lot of people really resonate and really like these particular daily specials. And as you can see here, starting now, those who are Cavalier by completing Act 6 Chapter 1 and Level 40 can access exclusive Cavalier Daily specials. This was something that should have been in game for a very long time, ever since the Cavalier progression could actually be a thing. So yeah, it is good news to see that these are permanent fixture. Obviously, Mondays to Saturdays, Cavalier Daily specials will have the following, which obviously be class-specific Cavalier Crystal, and all the lovely stuff, including the 6-star Hero Crystal Shards. But it does add up, and it is very expensive. So obviously, do watch your money. Obviously, don't overspend. But one thing that I do like is if you are looking to get at least one thing out of it, like one day a month, then maybe it's a case of going like, maybe we'll just grab the Sunday. So Sundays give you 5 times 5-star signature stones, 250 6-star shards, 2000 tier 5 basic catalyst fragments, and 1 Cavalier crystal, which to be honest isn't actually too bad of grabbing, especially for $4.99. But as I said, don't go excessively spending this. It's just something that looks relatively all right from a purchase standpoint, which does remind me that I may want to pick up the $4.99 collectors daily. But $4.99 nowadays, what does it actually get you? Not very much, in the region of 6-star shards. You can't even get any 6-star shards in getting any of the early access bundles, and as well from other things in game with the the units at 499, which is 135 units, so it's actually not too bad in conjunction. Are you going to get yourself some 6-star shards for 135 units? I doubt it, but you know, wait for those featured deals. Remember those featured deals? When will they come back? You know, the featured items where we had like, you could choose like 6-star shards and signature stones. Man, we need that to return badly. And now on to our final story, and shout out to B-Dog. Obviously, this is a fantastic spreadsheet that's put together up on Reddit, and obviously check the links in the description for that. First of all, we're going to talk about Civil Warrior and Taskmaster, which go into the arena. Obviously, all predictions are down below at the moment. Civil Warrior back in 2018, very much start of it, went for 2 mil flat, and obviously that'll form a basis of where the predictions lie for myself. Yes, my predictions are as followed. Civil Warrior, which again is like, it could be a case this champion doesn't actually go very high. I think it's going to come in line close with 1.8 to 1.9 mil, maybe put 1.9 mil to be safe. But I feel this is, by the end of it, going to drop down to at least 1.6. It's a good enough champion for a start-off champion, decent power control and decent armor here and there. But I just don't think it's going to go anywhere higher than 1.8, 1.9 mil. So 1.9 mil to be safe. Let's go with that one. Taskmaster, I think with this one, it doesn't really have and encapsulate a huge amount of hype around it. It's still a relatively good champion, but it's a very niche champion that's very much in the right player will be able to maximize damage. I don't really enjoy this champion from a playing standpoint, but it's handy for certain synergies, which is going to be quite important. However, though, I just feel this one is going to go about 32 to 35 mil, 35 mil being the number that I'm going with, and as well the 4-star version going for 6.8 mil. That really comes in line with the way that I'm thinking about the grind, and as well when it comes to players burnout after the Aegon Arena, which is obviously going to finish tomorrow. So good luck to anybody still doing that. Good luck if you're grinding out this. This should be more of an easygoing arena to pick up some milestones, and obviously if you want to pick up these champions, those were my predictions. And that has been a video. Thank you very much for watching. Check out some fresh content over here. Check out some other content down here. I'm undecided about what second video I want to post today, whether or not I want to work on a Grandmaster fight video or something else. I'm not quite sure, but we'll see what happens later on. And I've got lots of plans for videos this week and as well the weekend. Thanks very much for watching this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye for now.